Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks jumped on Monday to start a holiday-shortened week, boosted by strong tech gains led by Microsoft and Nvidia. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.58%, the S&P 500 added 0.74%, while the Nasdaq Composite climbed 1.13%. It was the fifth consecutive day of gains for the S&P 500 and the tech-heavy Nasdaq. Microsoft shares were up 2%, reaching a new 52-week high after CEO Satya Nadella said former OpenAI chief Sam Altman will be joining the tech giant to lead a new AI research team. In response to the firing of Altman, nearly all of OpenAI's employees, around 700 of approximately 770, have signed a letter threatening to quit and join him at Microsoft. Chipmaker Nvidia also added 2.3%, closing at an all-time high for the stock ahead of its earnings report Tuesday afternoon. The tech and communications services sectors were the biggest gainers in the S&P 500, up 1.5% and 1% respectively. Palo Alto Networks jumped 5.2%, while Intel climbed 2%. Meanwhile, Paramount rose 5.6%, followed by Netflix, which gained 1.8%. Utilities and consumer staples were the only sectors that closed in the red. US markets will be closed on Thursday due to Thanksgiving holiday. Friday will also be a shortened trading day. Trading around the Thanksgiving holiday has been choppy in recent years, but November is still the best performing month for the S&P 500, according to the Stocks Traders Almanac. Market bulls remain enthusiastic into year-end, particularly after cooler than expected US inflation data released last week calmed investors' nerves about stubbornly high prices and provided a hopeful indication that the Federal Reserve could stop raising interest rates. Yields also continued their fall on Monday following a strong auction on 20-year Treasury notes. Wall Street will also keep an eye on the latest Fed minutes, which is scheduled to be released on Tuesday. In commodity-related news, gas prices in the US are on a 9-week downward trend, and Thanksgiving 2023 may see the lowest gas prices since 2020, potentially dropping to $3.25 per gallon, attributed to softening demand and declining crude oil prices. The outcome of the upcoming OPEC meeting may influence future gas prices, with speculation about potential production cuts. Turning to the Australian landscape, the primary focus is on the Reserve Bank of Australia, with Governor Michelle Bullock speaking at the ASIC Annual Forum in Melbourne and Carl Schwartz addressing an event in Sydney. Furthermore, the board meetings are set to be released at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. The SPI futures are pointing to a 0.3% gain. Thank you for listening.